Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, coming to you from Borla Commerce Park.
Most assuredly, the great way to a great looking car is all the products from the last coat. And last week we saw their most popular item, and it is TLC. And that's a great way to finish things off. And you could use that just by itself, but
Certainly
the foundation is what's really important. So if you want a perfect finish, you want to start with these two products over here. Tell me about Iron Off, first of all.
So Iron Off is our wheel cleaner. It will decontaminate the wheel. It removes the iron deposits from our brake pads and stopping. It will actually bleed a purple color when we get a reaction to iron. So if you use this on a clean wheel, you probably aren't going to see a lot of bleeding purple, but it's certainly going to clean the wheel. But when the wheel is embedded with iron, you are going to get the decontamination factor and see all the purple bleeding out and leave you with a nice clean wheel when you're done.
With chemicals eating away at the iron, is that going to harm my wheel?
No, it is pH neutral, so this only physically reacts with dirt, brake dust, and iron composites of that nature. So it is going to have no effect upon the clear coat or the finish of your wheel besides making it look very nice and brilliant.
And what do I need to do to put it on?
So we are going to just literally spray it onto the surface on a cool wheel. We do not want a hot wheel. We do not want to do this in the sun either. So we want to make sure we're in the shade. We're going to let it sit for about 2 minutes or so. And within 10 to 30 seconds, you're going to see that reaction with the iron. If there's enough in the actual wheel surface, it will start melting it and bleeding it out of the surface. Pretty neat factor.
And while you're waiting for that to happen, you can fill up your wash bucket, and then you can get here to the last soap.
Yes.
When you're going to wash your vehicle.
So it's a great time to now take your last soap. You're going to use 3 ounces in a wash bucket. We like to use a 2-bucket wash method. So we'll use 3 ounces of soap in each bucket. We use 1 when we're done actually washing the surface. We're going to dip it into that. That cleans off our wash mitt. Then we go directly into our clean bucket, and that is now our physical soap medium to go back onto the surface. This will reduce swirls and scratching on your surface and keep the dirt into the wash bucket rather than going right back onto your vehicle. The last soap is also infused with our product TLC. This also gives a nice little coating when you're done finishing washing your vehicle that will last for about 2 weeks to 1 month. The last soap is also able to be used in a foam cannon for you guys that like that.
Well, these two products are a great foundation for a fantastic finish. And if you want to go all the way, you can check out the rest of their products at thelastcoat.com/Motorhead. A special deal for you Motorhead Garage fans. You know, these days there's a lot of wheel designs where you can actually see the brake caliper, so appearance is really important, and these are great looking brake calipers for your Ford here. But the color here isn't just about looks, Tom. It also has another purpose.
Yeah, there's appearance thing you want to protect the part also, and there's several different ways to do that, and then there's hybrid combinations of the 3 key ways. This is powder coating, where you have the paint's a powder, and has one electrical charge, and the part is charged the opposite charge, and that draws the powder to the metal, and then you heat it up, bake it, and that gets this nice finish you have here. And then there's a variation of that called E-coating. There's all sorts of different trademark brand names for the electrophoretic coating, where you take the metal part and you put it in a bath of paint, and the paint's charged one polarity and the part's another charge, and that draws the paint into all the crevices and nooks and crannies of the part, like on this suspension part. Then the third way is involving zinc, and there's a zinc electroplating. You can take the part and dip it in a bath of zinc, where it's completely coated in zinc that protects the part from corrosion. Even aluminum parts corrode, and the corrosion layer on aluminum parts actually protects them, but if it keeps wearing away, then the part can kind of gradually disappear. So if you see an aluminum part that's shiny like your wheels or a radiator, that's got a coating on it, so don't think, hey, I'm going to polish it up more, and you're actually scraping off the coating, and you'll actually encourage corrosion.
So you need a clear coat or something on top of that if you do that.
Right. If you buff something out, you have to protect it again. So yeah, these coatings are all very scientific and well done, and leave them as they are.
In the old days, you didn't have a problem with parts corroding because the car just didn't last that long. It all fell apart. But now it's more and more important to have these parts last longer because the vehicle's lasting longer.
Right. The body would rust away, but now the bodies last longer, and parts that never had enough time to corrode before do.
Rock Auto has all the parts your car will ever need, and high technology plays a big role in a lot of those parts. Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, will return right after this.